Welcome to RSFFL Live.
Pleasure.
All right, I'm your host Robert Harris, and here's our co-host here,
Quincy Avery. Pleasure to see you guys.
I mean, it's been a great season so far. Since August 26th, we had a lot of fireworks, a lot of things have happened. Let's go ahead and get the show started.
Sounds good.
All right, and we're going to welcome our only sponsor. Since you see the production has gone down slightly, we're working on a contract at this moment. We have Shock Top.
Shock Top.
Thank you for sponsoring our event today. So after week one, I mean, it's been a great week. Obviously, half the teams are 1-0, half the teams are 0-1. But I just want to welcome everyone back. It's a great new year. We have a lot of new additions, a lot of new rule changes. We have a total of 12 teams now. Last year we only had 10. I want to welcome the Albany Pierrots for one. All right, I want to welcome right here. All right, Boston Ball Bosses and Ground and Pound. All right, I want to welcome you guys here to the league. I really appreciate the addition you guys have made. A lot more competition. It's been great. A couple of new rule changes that we want to discuss quickly. The waiver wire. That's a big rule. That's a big rule, the waiver wire. I mean, now you just can't just be willy-nilly and picking up guys off waiver. It's a strategy. If you're top of the waiver wire, you're going to make that decision to go get a Kevin Ogletree, or are you going to wait it out for maybe someone better? You know?
It's always a tough decision.
Definitely. Money's gone up. Now it's $40 a player. So now instead of $180 possibly to win, we doubled it. All right. Now it's $360 to the winner, $80 to second place. Now that third place guy can win their money back, that $40. So that should be interesting. And then the trades. Oh man, guys. I mean, this has made the league so much more competitive and so much better. We've had a total of 26 trades. Okay.
Wow.
26 trades.
Jeez Louise.
All right, and it's 13 trades involving 26 teams. Only 3 teams have not made a trade, so 9 teams have been made trades. We have 4 teams who've made 5 trades apiece.
Wow.
I mean, it's just a lot going on, and it really makes the league that great.
And one of those teams that's really on the trade line, I've seen working really hard, is that team Boston Ball Bosses. And it makes sense. Their team is struggling.
Well, hey, that's what trades are for. Yeah.
He's trading. I'm not sure he's trading in the right direction.
Well, we'll see. We'll get to that a little later on in the show. But yeah, so guys, I mean, those are the rule changes. There's been a lot of Smith talking on the chat. We've added that dimension this year with a fantasy football only chat. It's been great. So look forward to the season going forward and the rest of the show. Now we'll go make our segue here to our
Sweat Cellar Dwellers.
Yeah.
These guys stay at the bottom of the poll, okay? We got 2 teams this week in our Cellar Dweller category. Starting with, as we just spoke of, Boss of all bosses. You guys have been trading it up. 74 points, though, is not going to get it done. I'm talking mathematically, 74 points is not going to win you a game in a 16-team league. 12 teams is just not going to get it done. And it's going to be tough. You just lost Fred Jackson. He was an integral part of your team. He's not coming back at any point in time that we see. Reports have had him out as far as 3 to 4 weeks, and some reports have him out as far as 8 weeks. Who knows? Good luck. You're going to need it. And good luck getting that Fred Jackson trade done. I know you've been really working the waiver wires. He's contacted some people over at almost all 12 teams in the league.
I'm sure every organization in the league has been contacted about Fred
And
Jackson.
0 people have been. Good try, though. We look forward to it, and we hope you have a little more success with that trade. Our second Cellar Dweller, ATL's Brady Bunch. This guy does a lot of talking. I mean, a lot, Coach.
All right.
And he's relying on a running game of Isaac Redmond and Toby Gerhardt. You know where that's going to run you? That's going to run you dead into the ground. Good luck with those 2 guys leading your backfield. We don't see it working out for you, but good luck. Now, to our second part of the show, Coach.
Yeah, so now that was last week, our Cellar Dwellers. Guys, hey, it happens, well, I can't say it happens, I've never been in a cellar. I can't say it happens to everybody, but hey, it's all about getting up after you've been on the ground, all right? Just get up, guys, all right? And the high roller of last week.
Oh, high flyer. We got a guy who was doing well based out of North Carolina. He had a great showing, although I wouldn't hang my hat on 21 points for my defense. Too much more.
Well, you know.
you may have just lucked up last week, and that might quite possibly be what it was, and that's what I'm banking on. But you did great last week, so we got to tip your cap to you guys with that they say who that? organization. Good job.
Congratulations, Dan Bryan, on that. Now we're gonna go to a quick week 2 preview of some big games we have coming up. Are you gonna go 0-2? You're gonna be 2-0, or are you gonna be in the middle 1-1? So, all right, Quincy, what you got?
Okay, this week we got the Ground and Pound organization facing They Say Who That. And this week we are going to select Ground and Pound in that game. Should be a tough fought battle. Once again, we don't see that They Say Who That with another 20-point performance from that defense. Just don't see it happen again, but we wish you the best of luck. In our next matchup, Coaches Cadets and Team Wood. Team Wood, you guys had an excellent showing last week. Put up 100 and some points. Had some strong showing. However, I don't see you guys winning again this week. We selected Coaches Cadets over Team Wood.
Brandon Marshall tonight.
Another great matchup. Wham Bam Cam versus the Houston Hustlers. Wham Bam Cam, you guys had a great showing last week.
Great showing.
You guys put up a lot of numbers.
Congratulations.
Think you may have even beat Coaches Cadets. However, over at the RSFFL networks, we don't see you guys repeating. So we've got Houston Hustlers taking over versus Wham Bam Cam.
Wow. All right.
Brady Bunch versus SWAT Kings. SWAT Kings, take your hat off, get you guys a little bit of rest. I'm sure you guys will win this one versus one of the perennial cellar dwellers. Don't sweat too hard. And then we've got Boss of All Bossers versus Hen Dog Susie Smackers. Hen Dog Susie Smackers won this league last year.
Right, he did. Congratulations, Hen Dog Susie Smackers from the office on your inaugural victory for the RSFFL. Congratulations.
And he did a great job last year. However, this year he's taking 4 steps backwards. Went and selected 3 quarterbacks in the first 5 rounds. And we've got you again taking another loss this week. And that'll probably continue throughout week 13 when the playoff starts and he's not in it.
Wow.
Lots of losses.
So you picking him not to make it?
No, he's definitely not going to make the playoffs this year.
Okay.
And then,
prediction. All right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually predicted you lose, and I really wanted to do that. But you're facing Boss of All Bosses, just a horse crap organization.
Is anybody good in the league?
There's a lot of good teams. However, the teams that are not good are the Boss of All Bosses, Hen Dog Susie Smackers are some trash, Brady Bunch of trash. So we just happen to hit 3 awful organizations in a row.
All right.
2 of those organizations didn't crack the 90-point barrier last week, and that's
at the bare minimum you have to at least get 90, right?
You can't win. You can't beat anybody without 90 points.
All right, makes sense.
Next week, and then we got Albany Pyros versus All Aboard.
I think that's gonna be a big game.
I think it's gonna be a huge game. Huge game. Albany Pyros had the first pick this year. They went with Ray Rice. I think that's a solid selection. One of the top backs in the league. Facing on the board, I've actually got you slated to win versus this fantasy football veteran.
Pyros.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. All the Pyros selected to take the win.
Send in a pronunciation. Pyros. What is that?
His spelling's been a bit off.
Send in your pronunciation, please. Congratulations on your win last week. Just send in your pronunciation so we can pronounce it correctly.
And I'm not sure I would have gone with that. But there's been rumors swirling around of Calvin Johnson having a fractured ankle. A fractured ankle.
That is not rumors from the RSFFL, alright? That is rumors from Ground and Pounds, whatever you got, wherever inside guys you got.
All I know is that there's been talks of a fractured ankle. It's tough to lean on a guy with the fractured ankle as your first round pick.
Well, guys, those were our week 2. That's our preview to week 2. Good luck this week. Everybody except you know who. Alright? We'll see you in the alley tonight, starting tonight, son. Alright? You know who I'm talking to. Alright? Brandon Marshall can't wait to get a hold to you, son. Alright, excuse me. That was the owner of Coach that's talking. Alright, but now quickly we'll just do a quick overview of the league with each division. I'll start off with the East Division. You know, of course, I think the East Division is the best division, not just because I'm in it. The numbers don't lie. All right, we had 5 teams with 99 points plus.
It was a stack.
This last week, and then Ground and Pound, you had 93. So 90 plus. I mean, we're 90 and up. All right.
You don't get in the East Division without cracking 90 points.
Right. You got to work hard. It's gonna be tough, not week in, week out. Good luck to you guys. Real quick, Gabe, wham, bam, thank you, Cam. I think the key to his team is Cam Newton. He selected him in the first round. If Cam can lead his team, because he has, Gronkowski, he has Frank Gore, Bebe. He selected Reggie Wayne late, who had a big game. I think Flacco had a huge game. I think you go as far as Cam will take you, son. We got Team Wood Pauls. I mean, first glance when you look at his team, it looks real pedestrian.
Very pedestrian.
But I will say this, even though I'm playing this week and I don't fuck with him, I will say that he does a great job of managing his roster. I think that's why he was good last year. He always makes the right decision. His best 9 players always end up in a starting lineup after the week's over. So good luck to your team, Wood. Houston Hustlers. Questionable piggy pick Eli Manning in the 3rd round. I'm not sure anybody else would do that.
What do we call that, a reach?
It was a reach. That's what we call it, a reach.
Reach.
All right. Well, with that reach, with that pick, if it works out, he has Aaron Foster. He has Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, he has some good, strong players. So if Eli plays like a 3rd rounder, then watch out. Houston Hustlers might crack the playoffs this year. All right. And we got, they say who that? I mean, he has a 2nd-year player, Drew Brees. He traded up to get him in the draft. He had him last year and made the playoffs. He traded up to get him. So he must have a formula, And we got ground and pound. I mean, it's questionable selection with your first pick with Marshawn Lynch. I appreciate it. It allowed me to get Darren McFadden. But I can say that you had a very strong middle of the draft. You got Matt Ryan, had a huge game. All right, you got Mike Wallace, you got Vincent Jackson, you got a lot of good players on your team. So if Marshawn plays like a #1 pick, maybe all your Smith talk, you can back it up. Maybe.
We hope so.
Right? Then you got us and the Cadets. You don't have to say anything about us. We feel like we're top to bottom. We're solid. Coach's mistake, while we lost last week, we try to prove it this week. And that's the East Division. And on to the West Division.
The West Division. Some would call this the weak division. It's definitely a struggling division with 2 of those sweller dwellers as well as Hen Dog Susie Smackers, who, once again.
So you think those are the worst 3 teams?
Worst 3 teams, hands down, bar none. I really hope none of these 3 teams make the playoffs because they don't deserve it. Hen Dog Susie Smackers with those 3 QB picks. And then he went and got Tony Romo, and then he traded Tony Romo for Peyton Hillis and some no name.
Well, Peyton Hillis and Darius Bay could very much be solid.
And the odds are that they won't. Okay.
Yeah, they put up 5 points collectively last week, and
what did Tony Romo put up?
Antonio put up 24 points. But it's just 1 week. All right?
Just 1 week.
He won a championship, so obviously he knows what he's doing.
He won a championship with a little bit. He kind of lucked up into that one, but hey, we wish him the best. Albany Pyros, we wish you the best. You guys got a very solid team. Running behind the strong legs of Ray Rice.
With the #1 pick, I think that was a very solid #1 pick.
Yeah, I mean, you got you're really your #1 pick. Your options are Ray Rice, Arian Foster, or Aaron Rodgers. In my eyes, he went Ray Rice, who's you can count on him day in, day out, no injuries. He's gonna give you some points.
Right.
Next on the list, all aboard. Once again, this is gonna be great matches between these two first-ranked teams in the West in that putrid division.
And Alabama made the playoffs last year. He looks like he's gonna come back again. I mean, he's solid. He's always he's gonna get a solid performance.
You're gonna get a solid performance. Yeah. My only worry is Calvin Johnson and that ankle. The whispers of fractured ankle that I've been hearing really scared me off about them, and I really think he should try and trade Calvin Johnson for whoever he can get for him.
I'm sure you do. Is that everybody?
No, SWAT Kings. We've got SWAT Kings as well, running behind the strong legs of Adrian Peterson and CJ OK. CJ OK, we hope he steps up better than what he did last week, because we know he can tote the pill. We just hope he does it. And Dog Susie Smackers and that 12 quarterback team organization. Good luck.
All right.
And then you got ATL's Brady Bunch, Boss of all bosses. We've given you guys enough ridicule. You guys know you guys need to step it up.
All right, well, that's the quick overview of the league, guys. And the last thing we're going to do today, we have a new segment this year. It's going to be the RSFFL Rock Stars. And what that is going to be our top 5 teams.
Yeah.
We're going to wait till after week 3. So we're going to kind of let, make sure it's not a fluke to some teams. And some teams started out bad. Maybe they just had a bad week.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have our top 5. And that'll be our segment. And we're going to have the Associated Press, just like we did last year. If you want to be a part of it, I'll be reaching out to anybody who wants to be a part of the Associated Press, and we can get that done. But I look forward. Tonight is the night. All right, tonight we got the Bears versus the Packers. Good luck to Aaron Rodgers, Matt Forte, Brandon Marshall, Jordy Nelson, all you guys.
Cutler as well.
Cutler, good luck to all you guys. And we'll see you guys next week. Robert Harris, Quincy Avery signing off. Take care.
Have a good one.
All right.